Hey, welcome to the J Shop, man, where we explore the power of street knowledge, but from a different perspective. Letting our light shine. Because you know, when I shine, you shine. And we can shine together. Alright.
You are now about to witness the strength of street knowledge.
Yeah, we're gonna get it together. Keeping it going, man, no matter what, you know what I'm saying? Thugging through it, even if it's learning as we go. I think it's also imperative that people see the real behind the scenes on stuff like this, you know what I'm saying? So you can understand what it takes, the sacrifices that a person gotta make just to bring value to help you. You see what I'm saying? So that way you respect it, bro. So real individuals, real conversations, man. Here we go again, running it with another one. You see what I'm saying? And they gonna get better as we go, bro. Like, don't trip. We just trying to bring it to y'all right now. We gonna work it out. You know what I'm saying? But here we go with another one. You know what I'm saying? Just bringing some real game to y'all, some real perspective. Just giving y'all something to think about. I kind of feel like the internet can be so misleading. Now, trust. It's all about how you use these this technology and the tools that we got to work with today. So it's really on you and where your mind at. However, for a large part of us, most notably the young generation, even a lot of the older people too, but for sure like the young generation, it mattered to us. So we talking to you, you know what I'm saying? Bro, it's heavily misleading. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like how the TV was for us when I was growing up. You know what I'm saying? Just something to think about. So we kind of want to pull y'all coattail to you know, just real perspective, bro. Like, if you're not careful, you can be misled into a trap. Man, jumping right back into it, man, first and foremost, man, we appreciate y'all. I want to thank y'all for tapping in with the real so y'all can get some real game. You know we do it for the people, man. You know what I'm saying? Bringing real life experience, that real knowledge and wisdom, to help you find your purpose. Man, so today, bro, what been on my mind really throughout the week, you know, something that I wanted to, you know, a jewel that maybe we can drop, you know, can kind of hit home with the young people, man. You know what I'm saying? Of course, how they portray our youngins, man, on, you know, YNs on the internet, you know what I'm saying? It's just a violent, negative connotation, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just kind of putting myself in their shoes, like, bro, when I was young, bro, like, I really didn't have a perspective of, like, jail and the consequences of my actions. You know what I'm saying? Right. Because I really wasn't on that. You know what I'm saying? I think, you know, people see how they see it, but I really didn't have a perspective so I can understand, like, damn, like, you know, what can be possibly going through their mind. And if they ain't careful, stuff like the internet, that shit can be a tool to lead them right to the trap. Right to the trap.
It is a tool, a major tool these days. Major tool.
Word, bro. And
crazy.
You know, it be on my heart to say something, bro, because, you know, I just see, like, even like on a toddler level, bro, young people be so desperately into the internet. You know what I'm saying? My little nephew, he just got his first little iPhone. He got a 13 or whatnot. And I just saw, like, watching him and how he responded to it, bro. Like, his whole life changed when he got the phone. You know what I'm saying?
They already, because as kids and stuff like that, you know, a lot of parents, even though life be life and we understand that, we're aware of all of that, but like a lot of these tablets and these iPads, they the babysitters nowadays.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they the babysitters that the parent might be busy or whatever. And they put that phone or that iPad in front of them and put their favorite cartoon on, Blue's Clues or whatever it is.
Right.
Dora the Explorer.
They gone for the day.
Yeah, they gone for the day.
Word. I think that was a big part of it, bro.
Don't go outside no more.
That's what I was about to say. That was a big part of it. You know, he live in the country, so he come from the outside lifestyle. Mm-hmm. But my point is, you can see once he got his hand on that phone, bro, like it was in the room. You don't know where he at for hours. Like, back they just plastered in. So, you know, bringing it to my point, bro, you know, man, I just want to warn the young people, bro. Yeah, you can use that, you know what I'm saying, to be a tool to actually help and advance your life. Mm-hmm. And honestly, the society we going into, that's going to be the way. If you ain't, like, on the internet, making purchases, paying your bills, you know, storing your bread, like, that's going to be the new system moving forward. It's pretty much that now. So my point is, you're gonna have to use it, but you got to know how to use it, and you got to be mindful of what it can do to you. I speak about this a lot because as a business owner, marketing is an aspect of business that I have to participate in. So when you see something about J Power, something about Rise and Shine on the internet, whether it's social media on my website, bro, that's marketing. That's effort from me and my company to get our brand out there. They call it brand awareness, to let people know who we are and what we do, or to generate leads, to find people who may can benefit from our service who want to do business. You know what I'm saying? Or to actually make a sale. Like that's part of how that's part of business marketing. But I also understand with marketing, bro, it's work that I got to do when I'm like structuring a campaign. I actually got to learn about my target market. I got to learn the demographics. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm learning the age group, the median income. You know what I'm saying? So my point in saying all that is this: the corporations that market certain stuff to you, even if it's music, you know what I'm saying? Like the music companies, like, bro, they put forth an effort in making sure that they send a message to you. Once again, I understand that may be left field sometimes, some people first time hearing it, but that's a real effort that's being made on such a large scale, funded by such a big budget. Like, bro, they can mislead you into thinking that you something that you're not. They can mislead you into doing something that is going to like end you up in a bad situation. So the internet, misleading and a tool. I don't think like the understanding that the rest of your life in prison is possible for some of the stuff that y'all doing. You see what I'm saying? Having a perspective of what really can happen to you. So when it comes to people like us, we tend to want to reach out and help because we want to stop you. It's just like a daddy seeing his daughter ride the bike for the first time and she about to fall. You run to go catch her because you don't want her to feel the pain of the fall.
Right.
So people who come from our background, bro, it's like we do this because we trying to help you from making that decision and taking that fall that's going to ruin your life. You see what I'm saying? But I know that's kind of hard for a person who never been through that to see. And I want from our efforts, bro, from our consistency with bringing knowledge to give value to your life, them to see that like, bro, we trying to help. You see what I'm saying? We trying to help.
Enlighten.
Exactly, bro. So perspective of prison, because we come from it, you can be fooled by these cats on this internet who get a phone behind the wall and got the honey buns and you think they lit, bro. Like, bro.
We was one of them. I was one of them.
Right.
I played a part in it.
So we know what time it is. We know what time it is. We just happen to be individuals who saying, bro, we gonna get out in front of this thing and warn you. You see what I'm saying? But, bro, if you can off the top of your head, bro, a prison experience story, bro, where if they don't go through it, they can be misled to think that this is it. The reality of it, the harsh reality of it, you know what I'm saying? We're not going to, but giving the people what's up, you know what I'm saying? If something off the top of your head, bro.
The 23-hour lockdown itself, you know what I'm saying? Having to share those small confined spaces, an 8x10 cell with another individual.
Right.
And when I first came to prison, they had 3-man cells. So it was 3 grown men.
Kirkland?
8x10 cell. No, we was at McCormick.
Okay.
McCormick used to have 3-man cells at first. You know what I mean? And you just gotta, you gotta put a curtain up to even use the bathroom. And what you call a curtain is I know y'all know what 8x10 is, how big that is, but you gotta hang a curtain from this wall, your sheet.
And the curtain is the sheet off your bed.
The sheet off
right.
your bed. And you hang it from this wall to this wall, and you tell your roommate to turn over while you have to defecate or either use the bathroom. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's, there's no privacy. You gotta wash your boxes and your socks in the toilet during lockdowns and stuff like that. And the same water that you drink out of the sink is coming from the toilet, and you know what I'm saying? It's just so much, man.
It's real stuff like, bro, think about that. You know what I'm saying? Don't let that go over your head like somebody trying to like scare you or intimidate you away from something. We talking about the reality of you having no choice. You gotta live this standard of living for years.
Even the mass punishment. If you know what I'm saying, somebody in your dorm can do something wrong and they lock the whole dorm down.
Right.
For a matter of days, weeks, months. It didn't be in situations where we was at Lee Correctional and we was locked down for years. You know what I'm saying? Eating the same meal 3 times a day, repetitive, and the meals consisted of
Oh man.
2 hard biscuits.
Word.
I'm talking about that you can literally take these biscuits and hit somebody in the head with it, almost knock their eye out. Literally. You know what I'm
Facts,
saying?
bro. Facts.
Two hard biscuits, 2 boiled eggs
eggs.
that probably been boiled
and the
weeks
green
ago.
bologna on the
Oh
lunch
my
tray,
God,
bro. Remember
the
that?
green
Like, come on,
bologna.
bro.
It got so bad. People
Whole
was
world,
begging
bro.
the warden to let us off a lockdown, and they was telling them that they called the food that they was feeding us the Padula diet.
What?
Under Warden Padula, you know what I'm saying? He was the one that structured the lockdown. You know what I mean? And they started calling the meal that they fed us the Padula diet because everybody was losing weight. They was trying to dehumanize you in every way. You can't go to the canteen and purchase no food because you don't have no canteen privilege. You can't go outside and get no fresh air. You can't go outside the room and get a shower. So you just trapped in the room 23 hours a day for years.
Something to think about, bro. I'm telling you, bro, like that ain't what you want. And bro, this is why you can look on the internet and, you know, these little dudes is getting sentenced and they breaking down crying. And it's like, dang, bro was a what y'all call a gremlin or something in the streets. You know what I'm saying? But you look on the internet and it's like, ooh, because it's a life you ain't used to. You see what I'm saying? We read about and we watch movies about, you know, people who, you know, lived during the time of slavery. And we see them conditions and we like, dang, bro, they couldn't have did that to me if I was living back then, or whatever you thinking in your mind. But we talking about a world that's designed to break you. It's designed to make you submit because it's an attack on multiple levels that you're not going to be able to like provide like an equal force for. You're going to break, bro. They attacking you from a psychological level. Like the brother said, he telling you about 23 hours. And bro, we talking about 24 hours when they feel like they don't want to let you out. The common excuse is what? Shorter staff. Because you can't argue that. They can say that's a security reason. But we talking about, bro, you can be in that room 24 hours. Back to back to back to back. We talking about you go sit in your closet for 24 hours, bro. You ain't going to do it. So you don't understand the psychological effects of it after days of it, weeks of it, months of it. You break people like that, bro. You break them.
Man, they had me locked in solitary confinement. I mean, it was because of my own actions, but how can you determine how long it take for me to say that I took accountability that I did something wrong to even break these rules? But one thing about prison is the same people who make the rules, you watch them break them in front of your face, right. And then you'll get punished for not subjecting yourself to the same rule that you watch them create and break.
And don't be misled because something is a state or a federal institution or entity that is just this, I want to say like upright situation where everybody is by the book and they, you know what I'm saying? Because I think in a lot of situations, like when something happened in a prison or a jail, the first thing that's thought about is, oh, the people who locked up back there, the reason it happened. Like they guilty. You see what I'm saying? Because you already done in your mind, you done tried and convict him because he locked up. The man can be totally innocent, but because he ain't in the financial situation to get himself or bond himself out of county jail, he got to sit in there and suffer like everybody else. Lose his job, potentially lose his spot, potentially lose his car because you ain't there to make them payments month after month. You see what I'm saying? But you ain't there to do that. So my thing is, don't be misled to think that because a person locked up, like they always do it, man. Like, bro, we just want to share some real perspective. We're going to keep it going from here on out. Y'all stay tapped in. Man, look, let's grow together. Let's do our thing together, like we said. Here to help you find your purpose, man. J Power, the homie, Big Fresh.
You already know what it is, man. Love on you. Appreciate you, man. Love is love. Peace.
Peace.